Alright, so as you can see, over the past 14 days, this Amazon account has netted right around $20,000. But the thing I want to point out in this video is how every single product in this catalog is profitable. If we start from the top and scroll down, we can see that this one did $10,000, $4,000, and this is net profit, $2,000. 1,000. We keep going down the list. We get to these last three on the bottom here, which are kind of been discontinued, but are still in fact profitable after all is said and done. Second thing to note is that the profit margins are very healthy on most of these products. Over the past 8 years, I feel like I've really dialed in how to select winning products with a super high odds chance of being successful out of the gate, which honestly is the most important part of your Amazon business, whether you are new, intermediate, or at the top. Selecting a dud product loses you money, loses you time, and loses your confidence and motivation. It's really hard to recover, especially if it's your very first go round at this, which is why I have come up with a formula, which I'm going to share with you in this video, and then just give it to you via an SOP at the end. So let's get right into my 15-part product selection formula. And again, this sheet will be shared with you at the end of this video. So let's just go A to Z, what is involved, and then we're going to actually go through step by step, and I'll give you a live demo in real time just to show you how this works in the real world and show you how quickly and easily I'm able to vet product ideas and not really second question or think twice about it. First thing we look at is going to be sales volume. Does it have at least the potential to do $10,000 in revenue per month and beyond, aka demand? Then we're going to look at search volume. Does the main keyword have at least 1,000 exact searches per month? Is the profit margin 30% or greater after all expenses are factored in? Can I get 4x ROI even after ad spend, the cost to acquire a new customer? In order to meet the previous 2 points, we're going to have to at least be selling a product that's more like $25 to $70 in price point and beyond. Do the top sellers have 1K or less reviews? Do they have a 4.5 or lower average review rating? Rating is more important than total reviews. If products have an average of like a 4.8, 4.9 rating in that niche, it's going to be really hard for you to differentiate and get that momentum and traction in the early days. One of the easiest ways we can get initial sales, traction, momentum, ranking is if we are in a lower review rating niche, because we can come out of the gate with some friends and family, with some Amazon Vine, and we can actually have a better review rating, have a whole nother star filled in on the search results compared to our competitors, and it really makes us stand out, and we can convert a lot higher with ads and organic traffic. Are there less than 1,000 competing products on the main keyword search? Are the PPC bids manageable? We can easily tell by going to Helium 10, looking up all the keywords, and it'll give you the suggested Amazon bid for the keywords. I look for that main keyword to always be in the $1 to $1.50 range in terms of the suggested bid. Obviously, that's going to fluctuate based on the product, the price, a lot of different factors, but overall, if I were to make a blanket statement, that's what I look for. Do the top sellers in this niche have a large external presence, whether it be on their own website, TikTok, blog, SEO, anything like that? Is there some sort of competitive advantage that they have over me that I cannot get past? On that note, does my product have a chance to go viral on TikTok? And I use a tool called Calo Data to confirm or deny that. These two kind of go hand in hand. Is it trending up or down, or is it seasonal? We don't want a product to be high one month, low the next month. We generally want a more evergreen type product. Is it Chinese dominated? We can tell really quickly if it is or not. Is it brand dominated? Same deal. We don't want one or two brands that have a just vast majority of the market share. Going to be really hard for us. A nice bonus that I like to always throw in, because most of the products I sell fall into this category, that is it subscribe and save eligible? This is going to be a very, very big profit amplifier down the road long term to get subscriptions, because you don't have to keep paying for ads. And to put the rubber to the road before we make any sort of decisions, I have a sales forecaster in column Q here where we can calculate what our break-even point is. We can take all the data that we found out in these previous 15 steps, plug it into our forecaster, and we can see realistically what it's going to take for us, how much PPC we need to spend to break even, and we can see all of our numbers. I'll show you this in a second. All right, let's do it in the real world. The place I like to start is this tool called Exploding Topics. Again, I like to start here as opposed to Helium 10 or Jungle Scout, because we're going to see things that other Amazon sellers are going to miss and that these tools are not going to pick up. Exploding Topics is essentially Google Trends on steroids. It takes into account Google, social media, Amazon and a bunch of different other factors like SEO. It takes into account everything online basically, and then calculates using its own AI the most trending, exploding topics. So this is not rehearsed at all. I just chose one of the topics or products I got from Exploding Topics right there on the first page, called Upholstery Deodorizer. Not rehearsed. Let's go through the whole process using this product to see how it does. With a little bit of practice, you're going to get so automatic at this, you're going to know pretty well from first glance whether this thing has legs or not. So the first thing we need to do is figure out what the main keyword is, because that's what's going to give us the most accurate search results, and then we can figure out if the sales are going to be accurate. So what I'm going to do is take this number one seller, this one that does over 1,000 sales per month. I'm going to take the ASIN, copy it, go over to Helium 10 Cerebro, paste it in here. We're going to go search volume minimum 200. We're going to go organic rank 1 to 10 to only get the most relevant. And we're going to go match type organic only, hit apply filters. We're left with 35 keywords. Now I'm going to sort it by keyword sales, and we can confirm based on 261 keyword sales per month that and 18,000 in search volume, we can confidently say that upholstery deodorizer is indeed the main keyword of the product. So I'm going to go ahead and click this arrow to open up a new tab, and now we can get a true look at what we're working with. So now what I'm going to do is hit the Helium 10 X-ray tool, and we're going to calculate the sales, estimate the sales of every product on page 1 here for our main keyword. We always want to ignore sponsored, and we're going to sort by revenue. So this is important. We need to make sure that we eliminate products that aren't relevant to ours. We're going to be selling an upholstery deodorizer, not a pet odor eliminator. So Helium 10 can sometimes glitch out a little bit and not actually display the revenue or sales of your product, but there is an easy workaround for this. If we take the product's BSR, this tool is totally free by Jungle Scout. We're going to go to Amazon.com because we're in the USA. Product category, we're going to go health and household, because 23,000 BSR in this category is going to be way more impactful and significant than, say, the industrial category. So let's put in this 23,000, calculate. So yeah, right around 1,050 sales per month. That sounds reasonable given that Amazon told us this product was doing 1K plus sales per month. So if we take that number and multiply it by the sales price, alright, right there around 14K in revenue, so we're good to go there. So for this product, the search volume, is it above search volume above 1K a month? Yeah, it was 18K a month for this keyword. Sales volume, 10K plus, that checks out. Profit margin, 30%, and ROI after ads. Let's check this out now. What we're going to want to do is go to the product page, go to the Helium 10 profitability calculator. All right, so wouldn't you know it, the margin pretty much checks out right at 29, but the ROI is a little bit low because we're only going to be netting around $4 a unit, and it's simply just because the product is a lower price product. However, if you followed or watched any of my previous videos or taken my free course down below, you will know that we can differentiate in many different ways on Amazon. One of those ways, one of my favorite ways, is to offer different sizing options or multi-packs for the same item, which can really drive up that average order value, and then we can more accurately hit our target numbers. So all is not lost on this product. You just have to be a little bit more creative sometimes. So let's assume we can hit our numbers on columns C and D. On E, we're a little bit under, but we can bump that up using the strategies I just told you about. Review count less than 1K and review rating 4.5 or less. Let's check it out. So yeah, I'm loving this low review rating. I'm loving how this product is making significant sales even with a really bad review rating. And what we can do, obviously, is dig into these reviews, all of them, see what customers are not liking, and create our product around that to make it better. So reviews check out, and only 92 total reviews or ratings. So this is really good news. This product also, if we look at the information here, wow, this product has been available since 2022 and it only has 92 ratings. That's a little bit crazy, a little bit hard to believe. Maybe they got some ratings removed. Also, a very important thing to note if we pay attention here, this is FBM. This product is making all these sales even as FBM. They are not even FBA. You want to talk about the biggest way to differentiate yourself right off the bat? Simply be FBA over FBM. Now this could be because they're out of stock on FBA and it's only temporary, but just wanted to point that out. All right, let's check out competing products. So we have 644 results. If you can see it up here in the top right, Amazon will always display it. Helium 10 also does the same, so we are right within our target competing product total. Now, as far as PPC bids are concerned, let's take our main keyword and we can see Amazon suggested PPC. It falls pretty well right within our range here because, again, this is a really competitive keyword. 18,000 in search, 260 sales a month. Now, this keyword's a little bit interesting in the sense that it gets 18,000 in search, which is quite a bit, but only 261 keyword sales. So that's a little bit alarming, a little bit strange. It should be a lot higher. And so that's just one thing we'll keep in the back of our mind about this whole process. Let's check out this Diamond Life brand on their own website and social media presence to see if they are really doing something phenomenal outside the Amazon platform. So right off the bat, the website certainly doesn't look like anything impressive. Most likely this is an Amazon only brand. For the heck of it, let's go over to their social medias. They only have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, so that's a good sign right for us right off the bat. They don't even have a TikTok, most likely. Further evidenced by their buy with Prime on their header bar here, because they're going to run everything through Amazon essentially with it. That's what that means. So Diamond Life only has 660 Instagram followers. They don't have a TikTok. They do have 2.3K on Facebook. There is one additional thing we can do if we do look at their Facebook, and that is go to the About section right here, go to Page Transparency, and then you can see if they are running ads or not on their Facebook account. If they are running ads, you'll be able to actually view the exact ads they are running. This is a great way to see what your competitors are doing, see what's working, see what's not. As you can see here, they are not running any ads, so obviously no traffic is coming from here to Amazon. I would say this super checks out in terms of competing products having a not so significant external presence. Can this product go viral on TikTok? Let's check out Callo data. So we're on Callo data here. This is pretty much like the Helium 10 for TikTok Shop. All right, some crazy interesting findings here on Callo data. As you guys can see, I typed in upholstery, freshener, and deodorizer. And this one right here that looks identical to the one we're looking at on Amazon has done 42K units sold. In the last 7 days, they've done 252K in revenue, 42K units sold. But when you click in on this product, because I thought it was the actual same product we're just looking at on Amazon, if you click into it, it's a different brand. It's Mavwicks Fragrances LLC, and you can see Mavwicks Candle Company Upholstery Deodorizer. The label almost looks identical. Let's go to back to the one on Amazon to see if it actually is the same. So very interesting. It's not. It says Diamond Life as we confirmed before, and it's almost the same font, even same color. They're so eerily similar. It's kind of strange. Let me know in the comments what you think this is all about. Did the person we looked up on Amazon just copy this person on TikTok? Is it the other way around? What do you think? Because as we can see, this product has extreme virality potential on TikTok, which is amazing, which makes this actually a phenomenal product potential for us to source. Next thing I would do is obviously look at which videos are converting the best, as we can just see that within a moment's notice here on Callo data. We can see which creators are pumping out the best content that are turning into sales, but my favorite is to scroll down to the video section where we can see which videos are actually bringing in the revenue. This one video has brought in 32K in revenue, 13K, 12K, and now we just analyze all these different videos, the hooks, the angles, the scripts, and simply make similar content for the one that we're going to source, and we should be good to go with enough volume. Let's take a look at the trends and the seasonality. So what I would do is go back to the product page on Amazon, and if you have Helium 10, which I assume you probably do, let's just go to the 1 year. Looks relatively steady to me, nothing crazy jumping out at me. Looks like the product has just been slowly gaining steam over time, so whatever this person is doing or this brand is doing seems to be having some good benefit. And sometimes you just need to use your gut. Upholstery deodorizer, obviously that's probably going to be more of a year-round, long-term evergreen product. Why wouldn't it be? Is it brand dominated? Let's check that out. And just to filter out all of these pet odor eliminators, which is not what we're trying to go after, completely different market here, we're going to go to filters and just type in upholstery. All right, so now we have that upholstery filter, and I have deleted all the sponsored products. There's one more here. Diamond Life is the best seller, the top 3. Most of this is all Diamond Life. Interestingly enough, that viral one on TikTok, the Mavwick brand, is not even on Amazon seemingly, or if they are, they're not really doing anything, which is quite interesting. They seem to be doing all the revenue on TikTok Shop. Again, that whole situation's a little bit weird to me, so let's find out what is going on there. But anyway, Diamond Life, the Howard Candle Company. Those seem to be the only two brands really doing anything. However, given that's usually a negative thing, I really feel like we could do a better job if you really know what we're doing. I'll speak for myself. I feel like I could 100% do a better job on Amazon and outdo this seller right here if I were to compete directly with them. Quite honestly, this was not rehearsed. This is a good product opportunity, most likely. Don't take my word for it, of course. Do your own research, do your own diligence. I'm not giving financial advice, but this does seem like a pretty damn good opportunity at first glance. So pretty much everything checks out on our formula, which is really rare on the first go around. Sometimes I can take me 10, 15, 20 products before I can actually hit on something that checks all the boxes. Last thing I'm going to do is go to our Amazon break-even analyzer and just get an accurate high-level overview of what we're going to be looking at for launching this product in terms of the numbers. All right, so you're also going to get this in the free course. It's actually in the process of being revised, cleaned up a bit, but this really crude version still does work, so let's go through it. Let's take our sales price. We're just going to, for the sake of this example, going to put $13.97, just like the bestseller. We always want to really lowball our projections so we can be surprised, and we want to always plan for the worst, right? So this 10% right here represents your conversion rate. That's kind of the industry standard across all Amazon, but we can get way higher than 10% if we create a really kick-ass listing, have good reviews, good images, all that good stuff. If you follow what I teach, then this should be a reality for you. But for the sake of this, let's keep it at 10%. Let's go to cost per click. Again, let's refer back to Helium 10. Let's budget on the high end as always. So we're going to take our very main keyword, and it says $1.48 average suggested. So that's what we're going to put in our sheet. Obviously, most keywords are going to be a lot cheaper. So what this is saying right here is if we drive 200 clicks at a $1.48 cost per click, we're going to spend $296 on advertising. We're going to generate 20 sales per month at a 10% conversion rate. With a sales price of $14, we're going to have a total monthly sales of $279. Sales are $279, advertising $296. We're already kind of in the red here. If we then take into account our 15% Amazon referral fee, as far as FBA fees are concerned, let's dial that in to make sure that is correct. So we're going to go back to the profitability calculator. FBA fee is going to be $4.55. Okay, so $91 in FBA fees. If we go returns, 2% returns are always going to be the industry standard on Amazon. So all in all, we're looking at a total cost of $434, and a monthly sales still of only $279, but we still haven't even factored in our cost of goods. So cost of goods, we'll have it at $5 in this example. Let's check out the Helium 10. Obviously, you're going to know what your cost of goods are. Unit manufacturing cost, $279. Let's plug that in. All right, so after cost of goods is factored in, we're looking at a negative $211 in order to generate 20 sales. Now, keep in mind, this is our break-even analysis. We need to buy our ranking in the initial phases on Amazon. This isn't a terrible thing. This is just the cost of doing business. The question becomes, how can we actually tilt this in our favor? Now that we know the numbers already, we can start to play with this and tilt the odds in our favor. What if we create a much better listing and bump this up to 15%, for example? Okay, now we're looking better. What if we create those multi-packs we're talking about, and instead of a $13.97 price point, we can bump this up to $19.99, maybe a slightly higher cost of goods there. Now we're looking even better. Now we're making 30 sales a month with a higher conversion rate, and with our sales price, we are making actually $600 in revenue. Now we're getting a lot closer to break even after all is said and done. We're only losing $85 after every single expense. So the winning formula on Amazon always is, how can I get ranked without losing all my money? If you can go break even after all is said and done for the first 60 days or so and just buy your organic ranking in the process, you are going to be winning. If you really hit it amazingly successful with your product selection, you can be profitable, honestly, from day one. I've done it many times before. I'm not at all saying that's common or it's going to happen to you. Our goal is always to be break even, and if we exceed that in any way, shape, or form, we're obviously extremely happy. So I hope you found value in this video. As you can see, just to recap, we went to exploding topics to get a really good product idea that not many people are going to see. We then went to Amazon to check out all the numbers, all the sales volume, the search volume, whether we can differentiate, all that good stuff. We then went to Calo data to see if we can go have a chance to go viral on TikTok. All the different parameters that are laid out in that 15-step product selection formula can be yours down below. Click the link in the description and you can one-click share it, as well as that break-even analysis spreadsheet that I just showed. So hopefully you found value in this. Let me know in the comments below. Would love to hear from you, and I'll see you soon.